Hello everybody. Today I want to do a video on black onyx. It's one of my favorite stones. It is my go-to crystal or stone when it comes to protection. I mean, I know tourmaline and quartz, clear quartz, and plenty of other stones have protective qualities, but when I feel like I need to do a protection spell, or if I feel like I need some hardcore protection, this guy right here. This is where I go. This is what I grab. And that's what I work with. A little bit of history. Ooh, shaky. A little bit of history on black onyx. Back in the day, in Greek and Roman times, the face or the head of Mars or Hercules was carved out of onyx or onto the onyx and carried for courage. I think it'd be cool to have a little Hercules head. It's used, you can carry it with you if you feel like you're going to be going through something dangerous, like maybe walking down a street at night or something. As in all situations, don't just rely on the stone. If you're headed through like a hardcore street, I just would suggest either finding a different route for one thing, or if you absolutely have to, grab your pepper spray, your taser, or whatever. But if you take this with you, it can help out a lot. Onyx, it's a projective stone, so it projects its energies outwards. It's associated with the planets Mars and Saturn. The element that it's associated with is fire. It's also associated with the diamond. I don't think I have any real diamonds, so not too worried about that one. Some of the qualities that this stone possesses is protection. Like I was saying, this is my go-to guy for protection. Defensive magic, as in return to sender spells, which those help if somebody has sent you, so if somebody doesn't like you, they're thinking bad on you, and all of that negative energy and thoughts are just piling up on you. You send that energy right back to them where it came from, because that's nonsense. Balancing your emotions, because it can reduce, oops, dropped my phone, sexual desires, which in most cases I don't find that to be a healthy way to fix the urge, I guess you'd say. But if, for say, maybe you have a spouse that's going on a business trip and they're going to be gone 3 or 4 days a week or whatever, and you want to suppress some feelings because maybe you can't concentrate or something, then yeah, I would use that. But otherwise, I don't really see this being a healthy stone to use in that particular instance. They also give you like strength and courage, or emotional strength, and they're really good at assisting in binding spells, which I know some people don't really like or care for binding spells. Some people are kind of against them, but I will tell you that I've done 2 of them in my life. I felt the need to do them, and they work. And they had positive outcomes for the people that were involved. One of them, a girl I went to high school with, she was causing all kinds of problems with me, trying to fight me, threatening me, slandering me, and my boyfriend at the time, which was her ex, which is where it all stemmed from, just jealousy. I did a binding spell on her, and she left. Went to go stay with some relatives in another state. I felt at one point that it was safe to remove that spell from her. And she came back, and she never spoke to me again about anything ever. Everything was peaceful, the subject was dropped, everything was just done. Which is how it kind of should have been. But. And then another time I had a friend who was getting in some trouble, hanging with the wrong crowd, and I did a binding spell on him, and he went to the city with some family friends, and during his few months there, I think it was almost a year, the guy he went to stay with had his own business, had a construction business, and he learned, construction skills, and when he was ready, he came back. He got a really nice girlfriend who kept him out of trouble. They're married now. They have 3 kids, and he uses the skills that he learned in the city those many years ago on construction to support his family. So I feel like in certain cases, things like binding spells or any other kind of spell that maybe has a bad rap can be a good thing if used when someone needs it. I don't bind them. I'm not gonna bind somebody just to cause them problems. I do it to help them. Or well, in my case, I did help the other girl, but really we didn't need to fight, and that's what it was coming down to. And I didn't want to get kicked out of school. I didn't want to cause any other problems. I didn't want to disappoint my family. So I spelled through it. I witched through it. So yeah. Yeah, there's I think that's pretty much it for Onyx. But it's kind of a BA stone. I love it. I feel a pretty good connection to this stone. Any jewelry made out of it and stuff, I usually kind of gravitate towards. So, but that's all. Thank you for watching. Blessed be.